Uh-uh. Onward and onward. Monday morning. Tuesday morning. Haha, that's funny. I put the wrong title on there. I put Monday morning, and it's actually Tuesday, isn't it? That's funny. I thought it was Monday morning till just now. I realize it's Tuesday. I lost a day. I went to bed super early. Toby dogs. Okay, you got to get on this other side of me, though. I can't take it anymore. You're not supposed to be on that side. Okay, come here. Okay, come here. With me. With me. He's got his own agenda. And the water in my backpack's making noise. Oh, I got too many pet peeves. One of them is when the people don't trim the trees over the sidewalk. My number one pet peeve is when they park across the sidewalk. Shelly Jeffs, good morning to you. Hey, it's Tuesday night, 10:40 in New Zealand. It is Tuesday morning, 6:40 a.m. here in Michigan. We actually got out of the house by 6:30 this morning. We had a couple things to do. Trash day again. Had to handle the trash, and then we played Frisbee. I threw him the Frisbee half a dozen times so he wouldn't be such a pistol. It's election season here. So now there'll be election signs everywhere. They're all crooks. They're all crooks. Some of them might have good intentions to start with, but most of them don't. Look at that guy from Maine. We had a guy that was a straight out Nazi, had a Nazi tattoo on his chest. And one party was running him for a Senate in Maine. I believe it was Maine. Their people are crazy. The guy's a Nazi. How do you run a Nazi in the USA? That's nuts. Now they've replaced him with a guy that thinks he's a girl. And it's pretty gross, the things that come out of that guy's mouth. Hey, good morning. Select P, Tom, what's going on? Good morning from DC, bro. We're like 100 miles north of Detroit in Michigan, USA. Beautiful Michigan in beautiful USA. Select P, Tom, DC. I've been to DC. Hey, Share Bear, good morning to you. Wamoyo. Anastasia eating customers' carrots raid. That's funny. It looks like New Jersey. That's what everybody says, Mr. Nobody. Everybody asks, is that New Jersey? Is that Pennsylvania? Looks like New Jersey. Right. Typical Midwest town here. Look, we got train tracks through town. We got all kinds of train tracks. We've got a river that splits the town in half, and it's a navigable river. And there are miles and miles upriver. There's gravel yards, and they ship I don't know what in and out. There's all kinds of stuff that gets shipped in and out, gravel and I believe farm green. So we got drawbridges in town that open up all that good stuff. Some of the old train tracks were converted to what they call rail trails. And they're trails through town. They paved them, put up park benches. They did a little bit of landscaping, park benches, trash cans. Barbara Mathers, hi, hi, hi. How's it going on? How's it today? It looks like a nice town anyway. It's decent. It's pretty decent. The taxes are crazy high. And come on. They don't take care of the roads. They don't plow when they're supposed to. The money goes to stupid things. We got crazy politicians. And they hand out tax abatements like it's Halloween candy. All the money that this town, those are all holes in the road where the puddles are. All the money, this town could be well taken care of if they didn't give away they didn't just give it away all the time. All the new buildings, anything somebody comes and builds or brings something big into town, they don't have to pay taxes for 10 years, 7 to 10 years. And it's like, geez, we could really use that money. They hire people from out of town, so it's not like they're bringing jobs here. They might as well pay taxes, right? Right? But anyhow, well, Muyu, you have come to spoil my name. Hey, Anastasia, eating carrots, customer carrots raid. What's going on? Carrot because raid. Oh, I got the translator on. It said, carrot because raid. I don't know what Momoyo actually said. Anastasia says, hello, everyone. Let me guess, luxury buildings. Yes, condos and doctor's offices. Condos and medical places. And you know those medical places, they make money hand over fist. There's no reason they should be getting tax abatements. They're going to build here anyway. Because there's so many old people. We got old people, and it's a great place to retire, or it's a great place to raise kids. Come on. It's a great place to retire or a great place to raise kids. It's the kind of town it is. Lots of poor people, though. Lots of people on the government aid. They took away our farmers market. Them greedy politicians. They snatched our farmers market from over 100 years. It had been deeded to the use of the public, and they're putting in government subsidized housing. So not only did we lose my favorite place on every weekend, but now I got to pay for somebody else to live there on the ground where my favorite place was. Isn't that terrible? Turn. Isn't that terrible? Isn't that terrible? It really burns my butt. It really, really burns me up. And there's nothing anybody could do. There was nothing anybody could do. The family that donated the land are long gone. They were the only ones that could have fought it, I guess, from what I understand. Talking to some of the people involved. Hey, Terry Young. Yeah, and you know, they give us another place. They give us this little gravel end of a road to use as a farm market, but it's the pits, man. There's not even a place to sit down. This one had restaurant. This one had a covered. It was covered like 300 feet. It was probably more than 300 feet, but it was covered like the roof was 2 stories high, you know, and it was covered, what do you call it? Corrugated steel with steel I-beams and all that. It's been there 100 years. Yeah, but people tried to fight it, but nobody had what do you call it, standing to bring legal case. I got rain, says Barbara Mathers. We got rain last night too, as you can see. The ground's wet. The grass is wet. Toby's wet. Why is it daylight? It's 6:43 in the morning. Because it's 6:43 a.m. That's why it's daylight. My data centers being built. Mr. Nobody. What's going on, Mr. Nobody? Come on. Good morning. I always like looking at these trees here. Isn't that a crazy looking tree? Look, it reaches across the railroad tracks and touches a tree that looks similar. I bet you they're brothers. I bet you they're brothers or sisters, huh? They must have fell they must have come off the same tree. You know what I mean? They must have been nuts off the same tree. There was probably another great big one here. Long gone now. Pretty cool trees. But this is like the only place I walk that I see these two trees like this. So we're on one of the rail trails right now. We're gonna take this, since we got time, since we left the house so early. We're gonna take this up to the last road, take that down, walk the river, and walk home. If we make it, that is. As long as the knees don't give out. Right knee has been giving me trouble yesterday and last night. And as long as Toby doesn't give out, it's a little warmer today. When we left the house, it was 70 degrees. Yesterday, when we left the house, it was 55 or 56. Big difference. Come on. Come on. He's got to, my boy's got to check it all out. I like that saying, Mr. Nobody. Reply that your life is a mystery, and that's the way it should be, Mr. Nobody. Mr. Nobody. Yeah, pretty cool trees. 649, severe storms approaching. What is 649? Is that an area code? We had storms come through last night, and I think this afternoon they're calling. They're calling for the rain, but we've been needing it. I used to have a mini border collie, says Juan. Probably the best dog I ever had. Hi. Hi, Shelly, says Barbara. Mr. Nobody says you should massage it. Hot Cheetos, what's your address? Man, we're like 100 miles north of Detroit. In beautiful winter wonderland, water wonderland, Michigan. Oh, look, a cherry tree. Nice. Nice tree. I love trees. I like looking at them. Especially the great big ones. Big maples. There used to be trees like that. Thousands of them all over the city. Big giant trees like that one right there. But they were hitting their old age. Probably 90% of them big trees are gone. There was 4 in my yard, plus 2 giant pine trees. I say in my yard, they were between the sidewalk and the curb. So they were actually on city property. The city owns between the sidewalk and the curb, although we have to maintain them. Come here. Come here. Come here. Let's drag you in here so you don't get run over. Yeah, all those big trees are gone now. There's still some here and there. I'm trying to think of when they cut my last one down. It was either last summer or the summer before. I can't remember. It was such a trauma. I blocked it out. Over the decades, the city had come 3 times to cut that tree down, And for some reason, every time I just happened to be home from work that day, when the truck showed up when, you know what I mean? All the trucks showed up and with all the chainsaws and the chipper shredder and all that. And 3 times I was able to talk him out of it. But then this last time I actually called him. Because the tree was twisting now. It was twisting and dropping big branches during storms, so it was time to go. The big pine trees, one was taken down before I bought the house, and I just had the big one taken down 3 years ago. They cut the trees in my neighborhood. Now it looks bland. Yep, everyone hit the like button, says it's Assad Danger Brand. Assad, buddy, what's going on? These are just warehouses now. I don't think they do anything here. There used to be a company here called Dual, and they had hundreds of employees. They had several shifts, and what they did was they packaged stuff. Like they had a contract with Dow where they packaged up the Ziploc baggies and things like that. You know what I mean? Put them in their packaging, stacked them on pallets for shipping and all that. And they hired all disabled people except for like the shift supervisors. I had a friend that worked there. He was a shift supervisor. And they hired all the handicapped people from here and all the neighboring towns. I don't know how they got here. People drove them here or they had buses. I know I saw buses where they'd pick people up. But yeah, everybody that wants to work gets to work here. USA. Physically and mentally handicapped. Pretty cool. Give them something to do. ZG says, Titlepro, guess what? I'm on 200 subs now. It would not be possible without all your help. What? We didn't help you that much, did we? So once again, thank you so much for helping me in my very beginnings. Thank you. I mean it. Awesome. Anything we can do, man. Anything we can do. Go check out Yoga with Goga on Wednesdays. He comes on tomorrow. I'll remind everybody tomorrow. Check out Yoga with Goga on Wednesdays. He can answer all them questions, most of them anyway. Tell you how the features work. Tell you how to sign up, how to grow your channel, how to make thumbnails. Come on, puppy. How to make thumbnails, how to make descriptions, what counts, what doesn't count, monetization, how to keep your channel clean, what you want, what you don't want on your channel, all that good stuff. How to use StreamYard, how to use what do they call it? The YouTube Studios live. When you go live on the YouTube Studio, all kinds of stuff. Everyone hit that like button. Yes, indeed. We'll check Goga for sure tomorrow, too. Yeah. You'll see me there. But I won't get there till late. I'm always late for class. Because I'm always watching Anastasia Blessed. She comes on at 11:30s. And sometimes she'll go into Goga. And I'll have 2 devices going. Or I'll just wait till she ends and then go to class late. A lot of times I have 2 devices going so I can watch them both. How's everybody's day? How is everybody's day? I hope everything's cool. Anybody got special plans today? We don't, do we, Tobe? We might make it to our Tuesday night class. It depends on how my work day goes. We're going to do one of 2 things. It's either going to be bath night or class night. If we go to class, I still got to clean him up. I'll have to wash his legs. I'll have to wash his legs at least. I don't have time to give him a bath today before class. It should have happened last night, but I went to bed. I worked till about 6, and then it was like, oh, I think I need a nap. I took a nap. Next thing I knew, 1 a.m. Woke up and went back to bed. Now we're headed towards the river. We won't see the river though for several blocks. You can walk along the river and not see it because of the buildings and houses and stuff. But we'll get on the river walk and we'll walk down as far as City Hall, and then we'll cut back and head for the house. I think we got time for that. This is a nice little area neighborhood too. Let's take a look around, Tobe. This area doesn't get a whole lot of traffic. They probably get more foot traffic and bicycle traffic. I'm sure it would be all locals. We're only a couple streets off of Main Drag, but it's a quiet area. Come here, Toby. Come here, dirty dog. Come here, dirty dog. Oh. Come here, dirty dog. Good morning. Dirty dog, Toby dog. I'll let you take a sniff. Do your thing, Tobe. He's dropping his breadcrumbs so he can find his way back home, like Hansel and Gretel. This dog is so much fun. Well, I'm off to bed, says Shelly Jeffs. Safe walking out there, and catch you tomorrow. Awesome. Thanks for coming by, Shelly. We sure appreciate your time. I know everybody's time is valuable. You could have already been asleep, or you could have been watching somebody else. Here you are. I sure appreciate it. And I know Toby likes it. Don't you, Tobe? Daddy's focusing on the people and not keeping you in line. We're getting barked at from both sides of the street right now. How are you, my brother? Says Assad Danger Brand. We're doing good, man. We're doing good. We need more weekend. I wish the weekend was like 4 days long, and then you only had to work 3 days. Friday to Monday. So you only have to work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Leave it. Leave it. Maybe if I use a deeper voice. I'm telling him leave it, and he's looking around. There it goes. Now he's seen it. Leave it. Leave it. Wait. 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 Leave it. Good boy. I was pre-setting them up for the leave it. Oh, there's rabbits all up and down the street. I can see them all down the street. Leave it. Good boy. Leave it. As soon as I tell him good boy, he, whatever he's doing that I'm telling him good boy for, he stops doing. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Leave it. Yes, Toby. Yes. Good boy. Now we got 2 more up here in the middle of the street. One's gone. One's gone. Look at the rabbit. Look at the bunny. You have a cute dog, says, Toby. Says Sandra Lynn. My sister's name was Sandra Lynn. My older sister. Sandra Lynn. With one more N, though. Talk Beyond, good morning to you. How are you? What's up? We're doing good. We're doing good. And we're going to take a walk down by the river again today. Did I see Kitty? Oh, you were saying hi to the cat. Gotcha. I'm scrolling looking for a cat, for someone named Kitty. Hey, Game City, Game O City. Where it is? No, where is it? I didn't see it. I saw rabbits. But I didn't see a cat. Hey, Game O City, are you a gamer? Is that the obvious part of your name, that you're a gamer? There's another gamer in the chat, a super gamer. You should check him out. His name's Assad Danger Brand. If that's what you do, check him out. My middle name is actually spelled Lynn. There it is. I dropped the second N when I set up my account. Okay. Game City, scroll up, buddy. Scroll up, and there's a guy in there named Assad Danger Brand. Go check him out, and then come back. Go check him out. Assad's big time gamer on YouTube. Kyle, bro Flowski, what's going on, bro? Hi, it's your husband here. I have no husband. I live the life of a monk. Toby, Timmy, and Title. Toby, Timmy, and Title. But we're looking for a couple of wives for Toby. And me, I'm always looking for a wife. Well, not a wife, but you know. I'm from Iran. Oh, very cool. Assad's from Pakistan. You guys are neighbors. Hey, we got another buddy in Iran. His name is his handle is Zagros. His name is Ahmadian. He lives up in the Zagros Mountains. He plants trees and I believe he's a philosopher. And a religious man. I like to watch him. Yes, you do. I'm your husband. Kyle. Sandra Lynn, you don't have to answer if it's too personal, but where are you from? Oh, we are currently 100 miles north of Detroit in Michigan. USA. There's signs all over town with the town name on it, so I don't try to hide it. And actually, people from around the state have called out where we are. I know where you're at. It's so funny. There's a guy that watches us occasionally. He just works like 3 blocks down that way. He called us out one day where we are. What neighborhood are you in? And I told him, well, I'm in the South End. He says, I know where you're at, and he named it. He named it, and I'm like, where are you at? And he said he was at work down the street here. Come on in, I'll give you the deal. I'm like, all right. Yeah, we've met a few locals that they're watching, and they'll call out where we are. That's cool, I'm from Maine. Hey, Maine's in the house. We were talking about Maine earlier. But it was political stuff. We don't need to repeat. But politics are crazy in Maine from what I understand. Woo, I thought it was upside down here in Michigan. But Maine's even worse. Look, we're getting a new bridge. I don't know if we can walk up here. Sidewalk closed. What does sidewalk closed mean to us, though? Right, Tobe? You can see the cranes. We'll cut through the parking lot here. They're coming to tell us don't come down here. Come on, let's cut through. We know where we're going. We'll dodge the man. We'll dodge that guy. Pretty cool, Tobe. Up. You gotta go over. There you go. Good boy. Toby's a jumper from way back. Maine here too, says T Lee. You can see the cranes. They had 2 more cranes out here earlier in the year. But That's the only three now. I thought they had one on a barge too. They had to take out the old bridge first, and to get this one in there. But this one's still got another year to go before they're done with it. It's got our town all tied up. Our town's all tied up. We've got 4 bridges in town, including that one that's dismantled. Yes, they are. Our governor is nuttier than rat crap at a pistachio factory. But that's as political as I'm willing to get. Yeah, I hear that. We talked earlier about the people running for Senate in Maine. It's like, wow. On the Democrat side. Wow. So we're right along the river, but there's all this stuff in the way. Oh, I was telling you, we got 4 bridges in town. 2 of them are owned by the city. 2 of them are owned by the state. This one here is owned by the state, and state's paying to rebuild it, although we got stuck for 40 grand. They actually cut the financing for it last year for this year's budget. Our own state senator did. Our own state senator proposed it. Cut the funding. But we got it back on. But we still got to pay some out of our own pocket. The city does. And then the next bridge in town is state owned. And that's the main bridge. And then the next 2 bridges towards the mouth of the river, they're owned by the city. They were built, I got to say 80s. One was built in the 80s, the other one in the 90s. Well, they needed all kinds of maintenance and reconstruction. And even though they take our tax dollars to do that, they got, you know what I mean? So much goes to the bridge fund or whatever. Where's that money? They didn't have the money to fix the bridges. So they came up with this scheme to, hi, animal lover. They came up with a scheme to, they leased the 2 city-owned bridges to a toll company. And the toll company, for 99 years, the toll company came in and completely rebuilt the bridges on their money so they could collect the tolls. They'll make their money back, right? Well, I said that the bridges were owned by the city, right? But our city, how do I say it? Our city is surrounded by townships, right? Just like every place else. And the townships, they have built up towns and cities right along our outskirts of our city, and they connect. You know, our city connects with all these other little cities. And when it came time to rebuild the bridges, we asked the county and all the taxing authorities to pitch in to rebuild the 2 bridges that the city owned, and they refused. They said, no, those are your bridges. Even though people got to travel to get to their communities, they got to use those bridges. They refused to throw in on it. The county wouldn't put no money. Townships wouldn't put no money. So that was that, right? That was that. Now there's a boycott. Well, ever since they've been built, there's boycott. Now the city residents get to cross free. If you got a sticker, you get to cross free until 2028. But anybody else has got to pay. You either buy a monthly subscription or you pay, they bill you by your plate, and it's over $5 each way to cross. It's over $5 to cross each way. Crazy. So we got 4 bridges worth of traffic trying to cross one bridge because they're boycotting the 2 toll bridges. And anybody from out of town or from these townships, they're not using the bridges because they don't want to have to pay. It's a clown show here. It's a clown show here at between 7 and 8, and after 3:30, try to get across town. I live in the south end of town. Just to get to the north end of town, it's hard, even if I'm not trying to cross the river. But when you're trying to cross the river, you got to add 15 minutes to your schedule. Where are we walking? We're headed for the river. Hello, Bjorn. Bjorn said hi. That's a messed up situation, says Sandra Lynn. Heck yeah, it is. Heck yeah, it is. And the people, we didn't get a vote. We didn't get to vote on it. It was city commission to us. And so whenever those people are running, it's a big to-do about, remember they voted. Remember they voted for the bridges. They voted for the bridge contract. There's one of our commissioners is seeking higher office from here. And that's what the opposition keeps telling everybody is, remember, he voted for the bridge contract. Anyway, here's another beautiful park. We come down here every once in a while. We mostly just walk through it. We don't necessarily play here. This is a memorial park for the last 2 police officers here killed in the line of action, in the line of duty. Right on the corner over there. They got come on, Toby. They got ambushed. I'm thinking 87, 89, somewhere right around in there. And the 2 guys that did it, they were brothers, or our brothers. They're still in prison. They got life without parole. Now we're down to the river. Can you see it? This is another nice park. This was all brownfields, industrial areas. This park here, even where these condos are. This was all sand and gravel yards, or there was a industrial brown hoist was here, and they made cranes, giant cranes for all over the world. Sold them all over the world. Across the river, there were shipbuilders. They made ships. They made wooden sailing ships from the 1800s until they made ships for World War II. So they made the wooden sail ships all the way up to the World War II iron steel ships. So you can see the cranes off in the distance. That's where we were. And now we're down here in this beautiful little park. Now, if I don't see anybody, we'll let Toby off leash. I see somebody way down there. It looks like they're going the other direction. Wait. Oh, a duck, a lady duck. Come here, I'll let you off. Come here, I'll let you off. Toby, come here. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. Leave it. Hey, leave it. Come on. That's not breakfast. That's poo. Oh, there's fish jumping too. Fish jumping, ducks swimming. I'm going to walk on the sidewalk though. The end of my feet are going to get wet. I don't need wet toes. He's definitely behaving better today. We played Frisbee this morning, that's why. We played Frisbee for a little while and got him calmed down. Weeping willow trees. I didn't know. I thought you couldn't plant them in the city here, in our city. Those are young trees. Maybe because it's in a park they could plant them. The city planted them. I can see Toby now. Toby's going to go under the fence. And I'm not going to be able to get him out of there. Yeah, you can't plant these in your yard. Willow trees, it's against the city code or ordinance or whatever. This is our river. That's an island right there in the middle of the screen. That's a little island, and if you look close, you can see there's a boardwalk that you can take from the other side of the river. It goes all the way over there. Bang, that's where Mom lives, right around there. But you can get on the island there, or where the bridges are. Where the bridges, there's another little bridge that connects the shore to the island on that side of the island. This way is north and towards the mouth of the river. So the river flows south to north. But when we get north winds or northeast winds, east winds, for a sustained period, the water builds up in the bay. We're right off of Lake Huron, and the wind pushes the water, and it'll make the river run backwards. The water will flow that way. Come on. Come on, tired puppy. Oh, I got something to drop here. Come on, Tobus. That's the bridge everybody's trying to use right now in the distance there. That thing will be backed up and plugged up, bumper to bumper. 4 bridges worth of traffic on one bridge. I'm looking across the river. I might even see Mom out there walking her little dog. Because she walks her dog at first thing in the morning, too. I don't see anybody. That'd be great. That'd be great if I saw her over there. I'd holler, "Hey, Mom!" We went to the movies this weekend. She took me to dinner on Saturday. Is today the 21st? She took me to dinner on Saturday. We went to Texas Roadhouse, the steakhouse, the steak place. And I got the 20-ounce bone-in rib steak. Oh my God, it was amazing. It was this huge, giant steak with the bone on it. And it had to be about that thick. It was so good. With a baked sweet potato, a salad, and some green beans. The green beans had bacon and onions in it. Are you tired, Bubba? Are you tired? You want a drink? Do you want a drink? I will give you some water. You want some water? You shout, "Mommy." Yeah, I'll be hollering, "Mom." We went to dinner on Saturday, and then on Sunday we went to the movies. We went to see the George Washington movie, the new George Washington movie. I think it was called Young Washington. Let's see, I see somebody walking over there. Is that Ma? No, that's somebody else. Yeah, we went and watched Young Washington. There was only 2 other people in the theater. There you go, little buddy. It was a good movie. I recommend it. But it seemed like it ended right when it was getting started. Right when it was getting really good. Yeah, I shout, "Mommy, Mommy, Mommy." Wamu you. Mommy, Mommy. Yeah, she just lives right across the river right there. We're gonna walk up here another half mile or so, and then we will head towards the house. And that'll get us home. I'm gonna put you on the lead while somebody's coming by, in case it's undercover, so we don't get a ticket for dog off the leash. Let me see if I can even put this bowl away. Hold on, fam. Toby had to have his break. It was above 70 degrees. Ready, little Bubba? You ready, little Bubba? Carrots attacked raid. Where are we walking? We are gonna walk down this river walk here for a little bit, probably another half mile, and then we're gonna cut through the neighborhoods and get straight home. I gotta feed these animals, and then I gotta get to work. I started late yesterday, so I had to work late. The earlier I start, the earlier I get out. But I have to walk the dog first, so I can't start any earlier than 8, because the dog requires a good hour and a half to 2 hours of my time in the morning. The carrot was sweet and I was hungry, says Anastasia. Likes pancakes. XLR 8. XLR. Isn't that a camera? An XLR? Am I thinking right? Isn't that kind of a camera? I cast Fireball. There's a lot of people here that drink the Fireball. Seems like at least once a week when I go and walk on my sidewalks around the house. I live on a corner, so I don't just have that 50 feet in front of my house. I got another 120 down the side. Let me tell you, when it comes time to snow shovel, I envy the neighbors next door that only have 50 feet. But there's always a crushed up plastic bottle of Fireball on the ground somewhere in the street. You know, they sell those little shot things, the 1-ouncers. That's what I'm talking about. Everywhere you walk, there's those little 1-ouncers. Even like out here, a 1-ounce Fireball. Rebel Bama Boy, what's going on, my friend? Rebel Bama Boy says, I drink the Fireball. I bet you do. I bet you do. I like the Jägermeister. I drink the Jägermeister without a mix. I like it straight, but it's got to be frozen. And I like, what else do I like? Oh, I like good bourbon. I like the Courvoisier. Right now I got a bottle of the Courvoisier VSOP sitting on the cupboard. It's unopened. That Courvoisier is pretty cool. You guys ever drink that? You put it in your glass, and you put your glass in the microwave just for a second or two to heat it up. And the smell, just the smell alone is just intoxicating. It's everything. Intoxicating, it's romantic even. It'll get your juices flowing. I knew this lady once. Ha ha ha. Courvoisier, warm Courvoisier was the trick. Titlepro and Toby Dog, good morning. Good morning. Rebel Bama Boy, how's it going, Rebel Bama Boy? Did you tell me you lived in Tennessee? When Toby was young, we came down here where all the geese are, playing frisbee and ball. Where all the geese are, out here in the field towards the sun. Maybe we can get over here without hurting all the geese. There's a bunch of geese up here making a run for it. They see Toby, but these other geese are standing still. They're honking over here. Toby's here. Toby's here. Watch out. Can you guys see the geese ahead of us? There's geese making a mad dash for it. There's geese making a mad dash for it right now, and then there's a bunch of them right here. They see Toby, and they figure they're gonna get eaten. There's some in the water. Come here, wait. And a bunch in the field. Leave it. Honk, honk, honk. I don't know how to make their noise. I don't know how to make their noise. Honk, honk. Toby, breathe. I drank Jack and Coke, Jim Beam and Coke. Those are two that I stay away from because they're a little too harsh for my innards. Good morning. Come on, Tubbs. Come on, Bubba. People eat them. People eat geese. I know there's people that go goose hunting all the time. Come on, Bubba. Don't pee there. I'm from Alabama, live in Indiana. There we go. Indiana, not Tennessee. I know you didn't live where you're from. I don't live where I'm from either. I'm from Texas. Texas. Originally San Antonio. Well, Lackland Air Force Base. Dad was in the service. Come on out of there. I was born at Lackland. Way back when. Way before my grandkids or my kids. In the wintertime, they leave these bubblers on. See the bubblers? In the wintertime, they leave those bubblers on. And it'll be solid ice out there on the river. And the water here will be mostly open. And there'll be all kinds of geese and ducks everywhere in here. We walk down here all the time. Other people can probably tell you where what all these buildings are. That's a Courtyard by Marriott. Those are condos, but there's all kinds of businesses in the ground floors. And then there's all kinds of new medical buildings here. All kinds of new office buildings. This area is called Uptown. Uptown at River's Edge, I think. Something like that. Or is that the housing next door? I don't remember. This might be just Uptown. Tell me if you can hear music so I'll put it on pause or I'll put it on mute. During the winter we were walking the other side and we walked past. They got a new place to sit down across the river, and it's an art deal. It's an art thing, sit down spot. And all it is those, can you see those white canopy things? They got 1, 2, 3, 4. The only reason I'm complaining is because I pay taxes here. They put 4 of those canopies up and like a half dozen benches and some cement work. Over $1 million. Over $1 million. Insane. And they didn't mess with the break wall or nothing. They just put new sidewalk and those 4 little artsy things and half a dozen benches. Over $1 million of taxpayer money. Is that crazy? Yobi, breathe. Remember to Alamo. Yeah, remember that. I haven't been there in decades. I remember being there when I was a kid. But you know, when you're a kid, you never know the whole story of what went on there. It wasn't until I was grown that you actually see what you actually find out what happened. Had to put the food on because of the music here. But down here, look at this little pavilion amphitheater type area. Isn't this cool? Sometimes the water gets so high. When I was talking earlier about when the river flows backwards and the water piles up, this will be underwater here. I think we're probably 2.5 or 3 feet up right now. Probably good. That's a good 36 inches up off the water. And then this will be a foot deep in water. I've seen it happen many times. They got cool areas down here. Wouldn't that be neat? They could put a jazz band right there on one end, and you could put all your lawn chairs up over here. I keep trying to get my oldest grandson. He's a musician. I keep trying to get him to get some of his buddies together for a little jazz band, so we can take Toby to the old folks' homes and they could play jazz music, and Toby can meet the old people, right? So if there's music, would that be Uptown Beat? I don't know. Whatever they play at the most expensive restaurant in town. I ate there one time. It's a seafood restaurant, and I was wondering what that bell was. Usually people tell you they're coming by, just ring a bell. I had no idea what that was. It's a seafood joint, and it's super expensive. But I wasn't impressed. We cook better seafood at home. Right, Tobes? There's a place in the next town south of here. It's called Reggie's. It's a big freezer, a cold storage place, and they sell fish out of there. And they got every kind of fish, like from mahi to octopus to catfish nuggets. Anything you can think of, they got it. I go there and I buy langostinos, salmon, and shrimp. Sometimes shrimp, but it's mainly the salmon and the langostinos. Sometimes I get crab legs there. Their crab legs are awesome. It's all like fresh pack. You know how when they freeze pack them on the ships as they're catching them? That's the way it's packaged. What's this say? Prentice Flanagan. How's it going, Prentice? Welcome. I wonder why they got the lights on at the ball field. Are they playing? We got ball fields across the street here. Across the river, street. They got their lights on. Lots of good fishing here, too. Whoa, look what Toby's doing. Toby Dog. Oh, but he's not doing nothing. He tried, but nothing come out. Oh, yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Not a problem. We'll get that. We gotta figure out where we're gonna cross. Where we're gonna cross that busy street, Toby. Where are we gonna cross our busy street? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. What city are you in? We're 100 miles. Yeah, poop bag time, Lynn. Lynn Roberge, what's going on? Let's get you your blue jacket. We know Lynn. We hand out blue jackets, new people. We hand out the blue jackets the second time we see you. And you keep them as long as you behave. You don't need to time people out. You don't need to erase people's messages or anything like that. I hand them out so that it makes it easier for everybody to connect to one another. We're going this way. We got to catch this last trash can so we can drop what you dropped. And then we'll be headed back through the neighborhoods. We got some busy streets to cross, and it's about to be rush hour. Well, people that got to go to work for 8 a.m. are on their way now. So it's going to be pretty busy. Leave it. You got to be quick. You got to be quick. That was somebody's nugget sauce left on the ground there. You got to be quick to keep your eyes peeled. Make sure your dog doesn't eat the wrong thing. Look, the people that live here, they got to smell it. You got to smell the poop wafting up, so they put out a sign here. What's that say? Be a good neighbor. Please clean up after your dog. We're good neighbors, Tobe. The good neighbor policy. Oh, we got to walk into the sunshine, too. I didn't bring sunglasses this morning or a hat. Come on. We're going to have to angle the camera down so we don't blind everybody. Come on, Toby. One knee doesn't work very well, so we got to take one stair at a time. I remember when I could just bound up those things. So we got to figure out where we're going to cross, Toby. Why don't we... Hey, Vicky. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Toby. Vicky says you're a beautiful dog. This is Toby. He will be 4 years old the end of September. And he's a border collie. Obviously, he's exactly what he looks like. Border collie, 100%. He just got his genetic testing back. Well, I got his genetic testing back. I sent out for the genetic testing. Now we're got to do the hips and elbows x-rayed, and then he'll be ready for breeding. He's a little old to be starting breeding, but better late than never. First, we got to find a girl dog. First, we got to find us a girl dog, though. I need a son of Toby. I need another show dog, and I don't want to pay for one. So I'm hoping if I buy a show dog girl, that maybe show dog girl and show dog boy might kick me out one or two show dogs every once in a while. Right? Richard Moya, welcome, Richard. Tommy Mubarak, welcome, welcome. This way, Tobes. That sun's bright already. This way. Toby's headed to Starbucks. There's a Starbucks right here to our left. That's where look. That's where Toby's going. He can smell the Starbucks. Where are you going? Where are you going? He says, but Daddy, it's Starbucks. Daddy, it's Starbucks. I get him the pup cup. The pup cup at Starbucks is a little cup of whipped topping. He loves it. He goes crazy in the car. We're always in the car when he gets it. We're always in the car. This is City Hall here. I can tell your dog is smart. Who's in charge there? Ha ha ha! Right, Toby takes Daddy for a walk every morning. Toby takes me for the walk. He's obviously in charge. Big building. The city jail, well, there was a holding. The police department used to be downstairs. The county jail was downtown. But the city jail was right here in the basement. Hold on, Tobes. That's all newer construction. You can see all those condos. All the buildings you see there are condos. Except for the square building in the middle of the screen, the ground floor of that is businesses. But everything else is all condos. I don't know where all these people come from that have all the money to buy these condos, I tell you. I would bet that they didn't live here before, because the people here are poor. That's all new stuff, but it's all tax abatement stuff. All them buildings and businesses, they all got tax abatements, all that. So the city isn't collecting any money, even though we paid to put the streets and the infrastructure in. Streets, sidewalks, lights, sewers, all that. We don't get no tax money from it. Come on. We don't get any. Pardon my grammar. Pardon my grammar. Thanks, Tobe, for the correction. What city is this? We're 100 miles north of Detroit, Richard. I mean, James. Jamesy. Vicky. How do you pronounce Vicky exercise? Okay, like exercise. Are you a content creator, Vicky? Is that what you guys do there? You got an exercise channel? That's just me guessing. Don't forget to hit the like if you get a moment. You can double tap the screen, or you can go to the main video screen and hit the thumbs up there. And if you're on the main video screen hitting the thumbs up, you could leave us a message. Not in the chat, not in the live stream chat, but in the video chat. And that way I can find your channel and I can come back and visit. I will come and visit. But you got to leave me a message on one of my videos or shorts. That way I can find you. Yeah, I know we're walking into the sun, but we're headed to the house. Barbara says she had a dog named Margot. It's French for cherry. Okay. How old did Margot live to be? How long did you have Margot for? These are old stomping grounds too. I lived in an apartment right here. 19. Let me think. 1972 to 75, 71 to 75. Something like that. I lived in the upstairs apartment right here in that building, that house. There was a Salvation Army church here right next door. Old stomping grounds. There's a lot of houses missing now. When the houses burn down in this area of town, they don't rebuild them. There was a great big like boarding house here. Giant mansion. Old Stomping Grounds. Hey, Lynn, thank you so much. Everybody hit that like. Give Lynn the like. Hit that thumbs up for Lynn, everybody. She just give us the super chat. Awesome. We sure appreciate you, Lynn. We sure appreciate the super chats. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gift memberships. Our memberships are 99 cents. And what do? You get to use all them cool stickers. And we have, once a month, we have members only content. And after a week, I turn the members only content to regular content. So you get to see it first. And shout outs and all that good stuff. We'll build into more. That's what you get for 99 cents. I believe we got 2 levels. We got Toby's pack. And that's the first level. That's 99 cents. And that's our gift membership price too, is 99 cents. We don't have no high prices on nothing. And there's Toby's pack. And I'll be danged if I can't remember the next level. There's only the 2. But all our members are Toby pack members. And our very first member was Anastasia Blessed. She's here in the chat. If you don't have Anastasia, do yourself a favor, go check out Anastasia's channel. Hey, Survival Empire, welcome. More stomping grounds. So all those years that I lived in that apartment around the corner, those years I played here in this park. All summer long, all through the year. Now this park, see the big tree? This park was full of these big trees, bigger than that. They just had 2 come down last year. There's a stump for one right there. I don't know where the other one is at. It's over that way too. Let's see. You can see it was right there. That one come down last year. That was a great big giant one too. But yeah, most of the trees that from when I was a kid are gone. Except for these 3 over here. There's a couple of these big ones left. And then there's 3 over here. This is where we had lunch when I went to summer school here. It was like a summer daycare. I called it summer school. We did fun stuff. Now we're talking first, second, third grade. Second, third grade, we'd come here for daycare, because Mom was at work every day. And we ate lunch right there around underneath those 3 trees in the triangle there. Usually we walk over and touch them every time we come through the park. Today, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do the OCDC thing today. Right, Toby? We're not going to touch them. The silly things people do, right? Yup. Now we're talking over 50 years ago. That's how long ago it was. Over 50 years ago. Holy cow. Time flies, let me tell you. Young people, let me tell you, time flies. And if you're not saving money, you're doing something wrong. Must save money. You don't want to run out of time and get old and not have any money saved up. Come on out of there. You don't want to be old and not have any money saved up. Save your money. And what do I tell people? Save your money. And nothing happens in a bar. Nothing good happens in a bar after midnight, right? I used to tell my kids, every big gulp and every Happy Meal is a big gulp or a Happy Meal you won't have when you're retired. if you spend on it now. My oldest son, he believes in all that. The number 2 son says he doesn't plan on getting old. He don't plan on getting old. I said, everybody gets old. Save your money. I love Toby now. I'm addicted, says Lynn. Toby's so much fun, Lynn. He's not a cuddle bunny though. He's a cuddler for like half an hour in the morning. He jumps up on the bed to wake me up. And he'll hang out on the bed till he gets you out of bed so that it's walk time, you know what I mean? Sometimes I give him the fakie and I say, let's go outside, and I'll let him out the back door. Come on, leave it. I'll let him out the back door and go back, lay down some more. Oh, he's a great dog. Great dog. Super smart. Barbara Mather says, I had her for 8 years and she was 7 and she is a French. Oh, she died from cancer? Oh, that's too bad. Come on, Toby. The 2 dogs ago, that poor dog, we got hit by a truck. He died at 4 years old. 2 dogs back, we got hit by a truck on the street coming up 2 blocks ahead, but about 2 blocks that way. We were coming home. We'd been out walking for 2 or 3 hours already. It was early in the morning. We had the right of way. We were in the crosswalk. We got hit right in the crosswalk. That was Charlie Boy, high flying Frisbee dog. He was a super high flying Frisbee dog. He could jump as high as I am tall and catch that Frisbee in the air in the dark. That park that we just walked through, that was like one of our first stops on our walks. Whoa. And we'd play Frisbee in the dark there. I'd whip that Frisbee and he'd take off running, and you could hear his dog tags going ching, 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 off into the distance, into the darkness. You couldn't see him. I'd just whip it as hard as the Frisbee, as hard as I could. And then all of a sudden you wouldn't hear nothing. And then you'd hear ching, 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 and then he'd be right there next to you with the Frisbee. And when you didn't hear nothing, that's when he was flying through the air, catching that Frisbee in the dark. When you didn't hear it. The only thing with dogs is they can't tell you. The super bummers, they can't tell you when they're sick. They can't tell you when they're hurting. They just keep going, you know what I mean? They keep going until it's too late if you don't figure it out. The last cat that we had put down, same thing. I didn't know he was sick until I took him to the vet. He stopped eating, and he all of a sudden one day he was looking like hell. Just all of a sudden one day he was looking like hell. And I took him to the vet, and the vet said he had whatever he had. He was like 15 years old. And they said, we could try this and try that. But the cat's still going to be this age, and he's already suffered this much. And you know what I mean? He's got this other thing going on. And so I put him down. It was sad. 2 days later, we had another cat, just by accident. Just because one of the neighbors said, hey, I know it's early, but there's this cat that's been abandoned, blah, blah, blah. And he's a good cat. So we went and rescued that cat, even though we weren't ready. Were we, Tobe? We weren't ready for another cat. but we went and got him anyway. And him and Toby are best buddies. They weren't for the longest. He was only 11 months old, a kitten. He wanted to play. He always wants to play, and Toby's just get past the year. He wants to play all the time. I have to say goodbye. Oh, Barbara, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming to visit. We sure had a good time. This is a good walk today. We got an hour and a half in already today. Come here. Come here. Morning. Sometimes taking your pet to the veterinarian can be even more dangerous because they can pick up a virus or a disease from someone else yeah. That's what, like, we don't go to dog parks. We don't do dog parks. What else do we not do? That's about it. I don't know. We don't do the dog parks because you never know if the other people's dogs have all their shots or if they're sick, all that. There was a dog in the neighborhood that died of parvo. I think it was last year. You never know if somebody's dog's sick. Morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Good.
Day for this.
Yep. Say hi, Tobes. I'm gonna hold him down so he don't jump.
Yep. How you doing, buddy? Good boy. You good boy? You going for a walk?
Yep, we're just getting back. Hour and a half.
And this whole week is gonna be like this.
Yeah, nice. Last week was a
well,
bear.
Well, and to be honest, I didn't even go out. And I'm the outside guy like you. I'm walking my dogs. I'm walking my grandkids.
Uh-huh.
I take the kids for a walk through the parks and the trails. I'm an outside person. Last week I couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was tough last week. I had to start carrying water last week because he just couldn't take it. He was stopping. He had to have a couple breaks.
Yeah, you won't need it today.
Nope. Take it easy. Daddy doesn't need breaks, but Toby needs some breaks every once in a while. Well, fam, time to say goodbye for today. We done walked and walked and walked. We only saw squirrels and rabbits for a little bit. I don't think we saw squirrels this morning, did we? It was just rabbits. It wasn't too bad. Some mornings, can't barely walk the boy because of all the rabbits and squirrels. Blessings, Barbara. My dogs would just eat the dogs at the park. Ha, that's funny. Funtime TV Corp. What's going on? Welcome. First time I've seen that name. Thank you for the great share and have a blessed day, says Lynn. Thank you. Thanks for coming to hang out. I always have a good time walking the dog. It's even better time when I got a whole crowd walking with me. Hello. Okay. Can you see the chickens in the back? Can you see the chickens way back there? We get eggs here. They're the taste. Come on. No. They're the tastiest eggs. There we go. Oh, Toby's got to get his biscuit. His morning biscuit.
I know you're wet. Hold still. Okay. Oh, there, good boy. Good one. There you go. Yeah, I just thought of. What about canning potatoes? I wonder. I'm going to look it up.
Oh, yeah, you can buy canned potatoes.
Oh, I buy them all the time for different stuff.
It probably wouldn't be nothing to can them yourself.
That's what I'm thinking, because today I got to take out right now, because I'm waiting for 2 girls to lay an egg. But I'm going to get the gold ones out. I got the purple ones.
Oh, your potatoes are done already?
Yes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. That was fast.
Yeah, like that. and they're just dark purple. You cut them open.
Is it something you can do 2 crops?
Probably could.
Because I mean, it's only second week of July, third week of July.
I don't know if they sell
Man,
them
you got
anymore or not.
August, September.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I
I don't know
either.
nothing about it.
Me neither.
But
Check it out.
you made a hill. You put
No, I had them in the pots. They're in the pots in the backyard.
right. What I'm saying, you started with X amount of dirt in the things, and then you kept filling more.
I did until they got about this big because I bought them too early.
Oh,
The potatoes, and they had sprouts like that on them. No
Gotcha.
kidding. But still, I just kept putting them in there. Probably only did it like 3 times. That's it. So there's only like that much dirt in there.
I saw it done with milk crates and compost,
I mean, yeah, I was surprised.
and they just kept putting a new milk crate on, a new layer of potatoes, and then another milk crate.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, there's a guy at Bob's work that he's done it for years in 5-gallon buckets, and he's got a huge garden, and he just cuts the bottoms of them off and does that. Puts the potatoes in there, and, you know, on the ground, and just keeps putting it. Last year he got like 100 pounds of potatoes.
Are there holes in the sides
No,
for the greens to grow out?
no, they grow at the top. So
But
as
don't
they
you keep
grow,
stacking more buckets on? Oh, just more dirt.
you know, to buy them or whatever, because they just got the sprouts were like that tall. I
Gotcha.
had them in the basement, but it didn't matter. You know,
I had a bag of potatoes from last fall that sprouted sitting on the counter, and they never got mushy or stinky or nothing. I just let them. I said, "How?" They turned into slips, isn't that what they're called?
I think so.
And I figured, well, I'll just cut them in half and plant them.
Yeah, well,
And,
that's what he does.
But I ended up throwing them out because I didn't have my milk. I wanted to do the milk crate thing, but I only had one milk crate, and I wasn't going to go buy.
Yeah, no, I don't have no milk crates. But yeah.
I got to figure out a spot to grow to dig up the soil and garden in the soil. I think I want to garden in the dirt too. I'm tired of my zucchini is getting killed by the root borer. The vine borer is killing me. But if they're laying on the ground, then they're dropping roots every foot or so. So when the root borer blows it out back here, the vine borer blows it out, then I'm still rooted the rest of the way. If it's laying down, that's what I did last year. Is I laid my plants over into other bags and put dirt on top of them and grew. They kept growing like that. When then the vine borer blew them out, so they stayed alive.
Yeah, keep
It's-
them at your house. I don't want to.
Yeah, I think they come because of whatever Diane grows. She's got like 100 different flowers back there, and every time I see them white butterflies, they're flying. They're coming out of her stuff.
Ah.
So whatever she's got attracts them.
No, but look at all them flowers I got back there.
Well, it's 100,
I do see
150 feet away. Make a difference.
Well, no, I know, but I mean, look at all the flowers I have around the garden. All
I don't
back
know.
there.
Maybe I don't know what it is.
I mean, I do see them, but I tell you what, there's nothing funnier. The one close to the ground that you can see it.
Oh, they get them.
Heck yes, they will chase it all over the yard, trying to get it. Oh boy, you so hot. What? You got too much hair?
Mm-hmm. Once he's done showing,
You gotta give him a shave.
yeah, he'll get a shave.
There you go.
A shave.
I gotta go do something. At least we don't gotta
Yeah,
water today,
I
right?
gotta get busy. Come on. Come on, Tobe. Thank you. Yep, you too. Let's see. And you guarantee that her eggs are way better than the ones you buy at Walmart? Way better, let me tell you. They are way better. So tasty. The egg yolks, they're orange. They're like orange like that picture of the sun I had the other day when it was smoky out. They're dark orange. And the egg whites are super slimy. They hold together. It's not like you much. Thank you. Wamoyo sent 5 Titlepro 247 gift memberships. Who got one? Weldon Carey, Shark Slayer, Chana Z, DeBossway, and The Dowdy Show. Awesome. Thank you so much, Wamoyo. Thank you. 5 new members for the month. You know what that did? That puts us over. Wamoyo, you saved the day. On the day. Isn't today the 21st? Isn't today the day they close the threshold? I think you took us over the threshold for this month, Wamoyo. Awesome. Thank you so much. We sure appreciate you. Yep, gift membership's 99 cents. That's the best way to spend your money on YouTube, I think. When I go to a channel and the gift memberships are 99 cents, that's what I give. That way, it's the how you say it, the content creator gets the same money as if you had given a super chat or a super sticker. They still get their same cut. But when you give a gift membership, hey, Jeffrey Epstein, yo. Organic eggs, yep. With half of her carrot missing. Let me see. Hold on, Toby. Let's read. Haha, that's funny. The Anna carrot customer eating customer's carrot raid. She said you have mixed my cabbage and carrots very well. Ha ha ha. Yep. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? I think we said we were saying goodbye already. And I think we were saying goodbye. And I forgot where I was. Oh, I slipped off into another story. We started talking about those eggs. Yeah, those are good eggs, let me tell you. Very reasonable price, too. She's got 5 chickens. She takes real good care of them. You can hear them when they're out. A couple of them make a lot of noise when they're laying their eggs. They don't have a rooster. They just got the chickies. The egg layers. Okay, thanks, Anna. I squeezed the phone too hard and I turned it off. Come on, Toby. Well, fam, like I was saying earlier, time for us to get busy. I got to feed these 2 animals. I got to get my butt to work. Check the garden. I don't think I got to water because we got rain overnight. But I still got to go look. Make sure nothing's messed up. And it's trash day out again. Well, y'all behave and be cool. A great day. Anna says, one of my chick is making that noise right now. Almost giving me eggs. Yeah, you can't beat that. Once them chickens start giving you eggs, then they'll be paying for their own rent, right? Y'all behave and be cool. Peace out. We'll see you tomorrow, fam. Tomorrow is another day. Enjoy yourselves. Spoil yourselves. You're the only you got, and we're only here for a short time. So take care of yourselves, take care of business, pet your dogs, pet your cats. Be cool. We'll see you guys next time. That's it. That's it right there. Anastasia's got it. Game over. I saw YouTube for the first time. Game over. The Game Over crew, Anastasia and Wamoya. We'll catch you guys later. Bye, everybody. Toby, come and say goodbye. Come and say goodbye. Breakfast. Breakfast. Breakfast, breakfast, breakfast. Those little dogs bark at me every day.